Yeah, that is for sure. Can you guys stand by for me for just 1 second? Because I want to bring in Mieke Eoyang, who worked on the House side. You know what goes on behind these closed doors. And I want to get your reaction to the news that we are breaking here this morning of who is going to be added now to the president's legal defense team.
Yeah, so I think it is interesting that they're picking some very serious attorneys here.
Big names,
Big
too.
names.
I mean, people know these names.
Yes, these are household names in the legal defense community. Ken Starr, Alan Dershowitz, they've made movies about them. They're very sort of flamboyant characters. They, as you say, they do come with some baggage, but one of the things they do also come with is a sense of like how things are actually argued in court. So some of the arguments that the House Republicans were making about who should be witnesses and things like that would have been laughed out of a courtroom, right? That you should call these people who had sort of no relevance to what the president's conduct was. I think that when you have more serious lawyers doing the defense of the president, we may not see some of these more superfluous arguments designed to distract. But I think the real challenge here that we have is that the House and the Senate have been judging themselves on two totally different standards of what they have to meet. The House has been taking this like it's a grand jury, just get over probable cause. We think the president did it, let's prove it in trial. The Senate, meanwhile, a lot of these Republican senators are acting like, hey, what would it take for me to withdraw, like if there were an attorney representing a client, what would it take me to withdraw from my representation of this? It's not even beyond a reasonable doubt standard that you would have in a trial. It's a very different sort of politically, what does it take to get me off the team? When those two standards are in conflict, they may be judging the House to a standard that the House doesn't think it has to be held to. That's a real problem as we go forward.
Mieke